Good morning. Gil Garcia here again, aka Andino Gil. Many people have asked me to show them how I actually fix this photo here, so I'm gonna try to do it in less than 5 minutes. So it's a little advanced, it's gonna be with layers and so on, so I'm not sure if too many people or a lot of people know how to use layers, but if you have any questions, please just put them down and I'll try to answer it. Okay. First of all, we get the prime picture here. What I do is I duplicate it, Control J, or you could just bring it down here. Then what I do is I use transform. I go here to edit, transform, or the best way, what I like to do basically is I'll just put a shortcut is Control T, and it gives me a little transform here. Okay. Um, then what I do is I lock it so it could actually, when I expand it, it'll be proportional. So what I do is I just bring it out to where I think it's probably not going to come out exactly the way the other one was because I'm redoing it again, but this is kind of like what it is. So we got the top layer here, which is already expanded. Now it's a little bit dark. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Windows, Adjustment, Adjustment, and then Adjustment comes up. And what I'm going to do is the easiest way you could use what's called the levels, or you could use curves. If you have more experience in Photoshop, I like to use curves, but to make it easier, I'm just going to use levels itself here. Okay. So in levels, uh, what I'm going to do is the middle, which is the mid-tone, is I'm just going to bring it up a little exaggerated right there. But as you can see, the whole picture is all lit up. So I'm going to press OK. And you can see it's right here. So now what I'm going to do here is for those who knows how to use layers, you invert it, Control I, and it shows the layer down here. And all you got to do here basically is just with the paintbrush, you're going to paint the light that you put in there. There we go. Let me see. The light that you put in there right on her. Now, on the last tutorial, I told you these are the tools and these are the adjustments. For those who are advanced in Photoshop a little, what I'm going to do here, you'll understand what I'm doing. For those who don't understand this, I suggest that you look into the YouTube channel and you'll see how this up here, the adjustments works with the tool brush itself. So I'm going to bring down a capacity of, let's say, 50%. Down here, 50% as well, with a hardness of 0. Then I'm just going to paint her in. Every time I click, as you can see here, it's a little bit light, so that's 30%. Let me just bring it up. Just going to exaggerate on this one here. Okay, just going to exaggerate a little more, bring it in, and just as you can see, all I'm doing is bringing her in. So you could bring it as much as you want right there. Okay. So that's how you bring her in, the lightness on the picture. Now, what I'm going to do is Control Alt Shift E is going to merge, as you can see right here, all the work I did into one. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put another layer on top of this one right here, and I'm going to work on this layer itself, which I'm going to put work layer. Now in this layer, I'm going to use what's called the clone. Here it is right here. And I'm going to clone this here to eliminate all this. So I'm going to Alt, click, and as you can see, it's just going to bring it down. Alt, click. And even if you go over her skin, as you can see here, I'm going to show you how to fix that. A little bit over here. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit over the skin. So you go to erase, and that same layer that you worked on, just erase the whatever you overexposed here. It is right here. You see that? There it is right there. This is not perfect. I'm just giving you the way it is right there. So now, what you did is you eliminated the car right here. You see. And what you did is you cloned it, and now you got that. Okay. Then what I do again is Control Alt Shift E is going to merge everything here, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the filter right up here, and I'm going to use sharpness right here. Go to sharpness and use Smart Sharp, and basically you just sharpen the image. It is right here. And just sharpen it as much as you want. Okay? So I'm going to eliminate that one right there, and I'm just going to show you. I have it on actions, okay? So what I do is I use sharpness right here. So look at the transformation when I have it in action, the sharpness. It's going to go. It's working. There you go. There you go. So if you look at the sharpness here, if I turn off the sharpness, see? Here, 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 here. Okay? And basically that's what it is. Another thing that I normally do here, I'm going to bring this up, is I want to use the filter again right here, and I'm going to use liquefy. Liquefy will give you a nice tone, and it'll bring it in here. Okay, so use liquefy. Once you use liquefy, this is the end result in less than 5 minutes. Okay, any questions? Give me a call. Thank you.